All right, what's up, everybody? I set up at the Nashville Black Market last night, and I took a few notes. And here's what I learned about being a vendor: double and triple check everything, because you're bound to forget something. So it's always good to have a list of everything that you need beforehand, and then double and triple check, because 9 times out of 10 you'll forget something. Like I did, I forgot about a closet full of shirts. Well, not a full of shirts, but it was about 7 or 8 shirts that I forgot. I left them hanging in the closet when I was supposed to bring them with me. And also little stuff. You may need some weights to hold some stuff down if it gets windy or something like that. A little toolkit, because you may have to fix some things. You never know, but it's always better to have the stuff and not need it than to need it and not have it. All right, let's see. Next up on the list, signage. Signage was real important. So if you can get you a banner made up, if you can get like some photos in a stand or something like that, I got a couple of those, and those are super easy to get. I use Canva and got these 18 by 24 prints done, and they were done in like a couple hours. And then I went and picked them up at Staples. So that was like super easy to do. So another thing, product placement. Finding out what your best products are. What do you think will be popular? You want to put that out front or up high so people can see it. Okay, so if you have some hanging grids that you can put out front of where you're going to be set up at, I would suggest putting that stuff out there. Or if you have a table like I did and was able to elevate it and put the items on there so people can see when they go by is huge. And don't be afraid to switch things up throughout the day. You're not set to one thing. So if there's something that you feel people have been asking more about, switch that to up front or up high so more people can see it. And it's definitely to grow the attention that you get if you have those popular items out there. So another thing I would say is have business cards too. Some physical business cards is always great because you can pass those out and engage with people as they pass by. Even if they don't stop and shop with you or something like that, I usually ask people, can I give them my business card? I have a digital business card. I have a wristband that you can scan with your phone and get all my information. I have the QR codes on posters and things like that. But not everybody wants you, you know, tapping their phone or whatever the case may be. So physical business cards is still tried and true, one of the best methods and stuff like that to use, because you can just pass those out and people can come back later and find out your information and stuff like that. So business cards are cool, and like I say, I always just pass those out to people as they pass by and try to tell them about the business or whatever the case. But at minimum, you've given your information because that's what it's all about. I look at going out to these events to get exposure. Of course, I want to sell, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm reaching as many people as I can and letting them know about Worthy of the Crown. Also, another thing I want to talk about too, um, apart from the business cards, the next thing you want to do is be able to tell your story. All right, be able to tell people about the business, be able to tell people what your mission is, be able to give them your origin story, whatever the case may be. Just be able to communicate your information. And if you need to practice on your sister, brother, mother, uncle, whoever, a million times to get it down so you don't stumble over your words, then that's what you need to do. If you need to get in the mirror and practice it 100 times about what your business does or your mission or just your tagline or whatever the case may be able to communicate that information effectively as people come up to your booth and ask you about the business or just inquire about what you're doing and stuff like that. So be able to tell your story. So take notes is a big one. Sizes people are worn, colors, uh, questions that they have. All those things are important. So you want to take note of each and every question so you can address those. You can use that as content. If they're asking you, a lot of people asking, does it after you wash it and dry it, does it shrink or whatever the case may be? If you're getting that question a lot, that can be a content idea. If there's a popular colorway that people gravitate to, make note of that. You can make some content around that. Another thing, if you don't have anything that stands out, um, it can be tough to get noticed, especially if you have a lot of people around you that have things that stand out. And depending on where you are in this setup area, my spot wasn't the best because I wasn't on the main aisle of traffic type of thing. So I had to move some stuff around and try to have something that was an attention grabber for people to just engage. Whether it was about looking at my booth or anything like that, they just needed to be engaged. And then once I had them engaged in some type of way, then I can give them a spiel about the business uh, or the service or whatever the case may be. And then you can kind of move from there. But my attention grabber was my giant mirror that I had. All right, so I had that and I had it lit up so people as they passed by they wanted to look at themselves in the mirror and stuff like that. And that's what they did. And that grabbed a lot of attention and a lot of people came up to the booth just to look at themselves, to fix their hair, to try on a hat that they just bought, whatever the case may be. And I'll tell them, hey, you look good. Oh, you got that on, blah blah blah. And, um, here's our mirror print designs right here, and this is what they are, and people like, oh, that's pretty cool, let me check it out, see what else you got, and all that type of stuff. So attention grabber is good, and we also just ask people, hey, what's your favorite affirmation? Hey, when you feeling bad, what's the favorite thing that you favorite quote that you like to read, or do you have a Bible verse or whatever? Anything that can get people engaged. And I had little sticky notes, and I will give them a pen and write that and slap it on the mirror. And they see a bunch of other ones up there, so everybody kind of wanted to join in. And you can start letting them know about your brand and stuff like that from there. So anything that can engage the audience. Another thing that I learned is just having a little bit of cash on hand. All right. Even if it says it's a cashless event or something like that, you might just want to have a little bit of change just because some people still feel like cash is king, which it is. Hey, cash is king. Um, and depending on what the audience is, the demographic at this festival type of thing, if you're gonna get a lot of older people, they tend to carry more cash versus using their debit cards and things like that. If it is an event where maybe a lot of tourists are out of town, people may have, so they may have a little bit more cash or whatever the case may be. So just be prepared. Even if you have your Cash App, Venmo, whatever, Zelle, all these um, electronic payments abilities, but still just have a little money so you can take some cash because inevitably there's somebody going to be there that wants to pay cash. All right. All right. So my last thing I would say is just have fun. All right. Really just have fun. Get out there, get set up, and look at it as an opportunity to learn, to get information, to get better. Um, don't be scared. Don't be afraid. Hey, if you don't make any sales, just know that you got a lot of information. So you got to be thinking about getting as much information as you can. All right, on what people like, what people didn't like, questions they had, all that type of stuff. But you want to have fun. Let your personality show. Uh, get out there and mingle with the people. Just vibe out. Whatever the vibe is, just go with it. Have fun. Be yourself, and watch it ring through. Uh, and people will see that, and they'll feel your energy and gravitate towards you. Um, so yeah, it's your boy Jay, owner of Worthy of the Crown LLC. We out. We hope this helped you out because I want to see everybody out there win. All right, as we say, win in life without losing yourself. We out. Peace. Yeah, yeah.